of the things you have to deal with when you own these 40-year-old cars is the unexpected, just due to their age. And sure enough, I rolled into the shop here this morning and something happened. And I'm going, oh great, I got another project. So there's the problem. I take the key out and it doesn't quit. Well, at least on these old diesels, you've got an emergency shutoff. This is probably a good reason why you want to make sure your emergency shutoff works. 30 years ago, this year, I bought my first Mercedes diesel. It was a 1983 240D, same color as this one here. And one of the first things that happened to me a week after taking delivery of the car was I went to shut it off and it didn't shut off. So for 30 years, I've been answering people's questions and emails. Hey, why doesn't my diesel shut off? So this has to be a #1 classic illustration of you need to understand the theory of operation if you're going to fix it. And I've had people say, well, where's the electrical switch on this? Why doesn't it turn off? Well, it doesn't turn off by electricity. It turns off by vacuum. Here's your injection pump right here. There's a rod that goes in there and a little valve back here that's controlled by vacuum. And when vacuum is applied, the rod pulls back and shuts off fuel inside your pump. So the engine turns off by cutting off the fuel, but that's done with vacuum. So we have to understand how the vacuum system works and how to test it. Well, on these engines you have a vacuum pump right up here that's driven by the engine, and the main line comes off the vacuum pump and goes to the brake booster. So the first thing we want to do is test and see how much vacuum the vacuum pump is producing. So we're going to use my Healthy Vacuum kit that I sell to do the testing here. You can make your own kit. You're going to need a good vacuum gauge, and you need some way to plug off some of these lines, and I found that golf tees work the best. I want to make sure that I don't have any leaks on these two vacuum hose connections. This is a real common problem due to age, and the best way to do that is just to attach the vacuum hand pump to one line, and we're going to hold this other line and close it off, and let's see if it leaks. All right. That's good. We have no leaks here. Now watch what happens if you have a loose hose. This hose has been enlarged. You can see that. So I'm just going to shove it on there like it's kind of on there, but it's already swollen with oil and it's loose. Now watch what happens. All right. Now I'm going to plug this off and do another test. Look at that. See? It's not building up vacuum. That's going to mean one or more of these hoses are loose under the dash, and you're going to need to get under there and replace those. It's also possible for this switch to leak out the seal in the bottom. So my recommendation is, if you're going to go under the dash to change these hoses, plan to change the switch. These are not expensive. I offer this on my website with the correct hoses included. You need to make sure you get the right vacuum hoses because these lines need to go on very tight. You push it about ½ inch in, it should not pull out. If it does, you have the wrong hose. And there's a lot of reasons why these old diesel engines won't shut off. You have to understand the theory, and you have to understand that it's vacuum that shuts the engine off. Let's cross our fingers. I'm not sure if I fixed it or not, but let's try. Okay, look, it quit. I'm not going to tell you everything I did, but I'm going to give you some clues in the next scene what the problem was and how I temporarily fixed it. In most cases, you either have a vacuum pump not working, you have a shutoff valve not working, or you have a leak somewhere in the system that's pulling vacuum away enough that you're not getting vacuum to the shutoff valve. It took me about 10 minutes to find the problem. You need a vacuum gauge or vacuum tester like you see here. I brought out both my healthy vacuum kit and I brought out this here, and I went through the procedure. First, is my vacuum pump okay? Is my booster leaking? And, you know, do I have anything going on in the system? How does this engine shut off? Was it the vacuum switch under the dash? Was it the vacuum switch at the back of the pump? I don't know. But if you look right here, I'm going to end this video by giving you a close-up right in this area, and I'm going to give you a clue and let you come up with a final answer. Why wasn't this diesel shutting off?